Well, welcome. Well, this is the game the airwaves been talking about all week. Brady's coming home. I don't know why they do these things sometimes. I mean, they hype this thing up so bad. I mean, even the people that are involved is not looking at it that hyped up, as they making it to be. Like Brady or Belichick. I mean, everybody left on good terms. They just happen to be matching up for the first time. He spent his whole career there, so eventually he's going to have to play against his old coach. But it's no bad blood, at least from what Brady's saying. Everything went over smooth. So, but that's what the media has to do. They got to get the ratings up. So we're here, and they hyped it up, and this is the biggest game of the week, as they say. But they will get a lot of tune-ins on it. I mean, everybody wants to see what Brady's going to do against Belichick. So the hype is in. And I also want to apologize for that Eagles and Cowboys game. I was supposed to do commentating on that one, but I got all flustered and things was going on that week. Actually, I had to get not two, but 4 new tires and rims. I hit a curve. So what can I say? And I mean, almost like a blowout. Barely made it home. So I didn't enjoy having to spend money on brand new rims and tires. But yeah. So I apologize for not coming for that one. And I also want to apologize for the Eagles. That was the worst output that I've seen my team play, if not ever, in a long time. You want to talk about disinterested, and I want to talk about this Jalen Hurts. He got some work to do. I didn't know if he didn't want to be there, but he was playing lackadaisical the whole game. I mean, his eyes were just in the lights. It seemed like nothing was really phasing him too much. We're underway, by the way, while I'm sitting here yapping about my team getting smacked in the face last week. But yeah, Jalen Hurts, I keep it short, but Jalen Hurts got a lot to learn, man. I mean, when he sees something open, he's got to learn to let it go. He's got to just let it rip. If you see it, let it rip. Quit overthinking. That dink and dunk game that he's playing, getting 3 yards, 4 yards, breaking out of the pocket after 1 or 2 reads. If it's not there, he's gone. He's got to be patient. He's got a perfect pocket, and he's escaping, looking to run. So, like I said, I got big hopes for him. He hasn't been in the league like 5 years. I mean, he's got some room to grow. But that game there puts him back. And, hey, he admitted it. I give him that. He said it was on me. He's the reason why they lost that game. He had to admit that because it was obvious. But the main thing is, how are you going to come back from that? This next ball game is crucial. Just your play alone. Whether win or lose, the eye's going to be on you. Because I'll be honest with you, he could lose his job and get benched this year if he has an output like that on a consistent basis. They have no other choice but to bench him. And I will be very okay with that. So let's just hope that doesn't happen. But yeah, I mean, I didn't expect the Eagles to win that game anyway. I mean, the Cowboys are a better team if you really look at it. They've been together longer. They have that chemistry for their players. As far as us, we're in and out of lineups. We have a different receiving group, seems like every year. Our secondary is changeable. We keep plugging in guys there. And then, of course, we got Jalen Hurts taking over the helm. So, yeah, it's a lot of inconsistencies going on. So I didn't expect too much out of that game, but I did expect us to fight. I don't mind losing. I just want them to fight. So that was very frustrating watching that game. So this week, hopefully they can do better. Win or lose, I at least want to see a fight, like you're actually trying to win the ball game. Be more prepared, because preparation, they didn't seem like they even prepared for that game. It was just a shell of themselves. So, and we're all underway. like I say, and we'll get into this gameplay. Did he get that? Yes, he did get that 3rd and 5. Early first quarter. And this is Goodymo Gaming. Hit the like button. Show a little support. We'll appreciate it. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Got to get that count up a little bit. Get this thing shared out there. Get it in front of a few more faces. And absolutely leave a comment. Y'all don't think I don't like to talk a little bit? We can talk. We can talk football, basketball for sure. Let me know about some players. Let me know about your team. But this game here, it could be a blowout if New England don't watch it. You know, for this good Sunday edition of Brady coming home. He's going to be fired up. He wants to show some things. So Belichick coached him a long time, so he should know what his weaknesses is if he has any. He ought to know what defenses to put against him, but what hasn't he seen already? That's the question. It's a big 3rd and 5. He's got it. That's one thing they will have to do is get a good early start. Put points on the board early. Put the pressure on them to come back and match.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Don't be scared of it. 45, 45, 45, Mike, 45.
Back to throw. Jones. And incomplete.
Drop that one.
In the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Maybe just a lack of concentration.
What about that Thursday night game? Bengals and Jaguars. Two good quarterbacks, young quarterbacks going at it. Man, I thought them Jaguars were going to pull that game out. But them Bengals defense tightened the boats up coming out of that second half. And it was like, nah. Like I said, I think Jacksonville had a chance. They should have just took care of business when they had the lead and they was moving. But no adjustments. They kept trying the same plays over and over. You know, want to run Trevor Lawrence to the ground. You got to be more unpredictable. They'd have done that. They'd have won that game. Well, we done broke the ice. Touchdown Patriots early. Get the extra point. We got a 7-0 ball game. He's just standing there like a statue. He's like, it's like somebody tossed him a napkin or something. You see how he was just sitting there straight up? Like he just reached over, like, you throw this away from me? Just, yeah, I got it. Seven plays for 71 yards. They're going to need a lot more of that. Brady's up.
Now from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Time to see what this Tampa Bay Bucs offense has in store. They're led by the now 7-time Super Bowl champion, the MVP of Super Bowl 55, Charles. It's Tom
scenery, and another tremendous season culminating with a Super Bowl title. 40 touchdown pass in the regular season, and most since his record-shattering 50
Tom
touchdown
the
season
Great
of
is up.
2007 in New England. He did have minor knee
Tom
surgery
Terrific
season,
is
but
what
he
they
said he's
call him.
sticking with his plan to play beyond the age of 45, which is still 2 years from
Used to
now.
call Peyton Manning the Sheriff. That was a good name there. Good nickname for old Peyton Manning.
First and 10 at their own 22. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. The intended
It was
target
like he
was
jumped a
Jones.
route.
That'll bring up second down.
He had a bad angle on that ball. If it wasn't a little off, it could have been picked.
But you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
Second and 10. To throw, it's Brady. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on
3rd and 2.
them, prior to this game, I feel like they got a good
What can you do, New England? Can you get them out off the field? The 3 and out?
this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either
Oh no.
or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
It's a gain of 4 there and gives them a new set of downs.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to come to the middle field, doesn't it? Because you got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Not much there. Maybe a
Took him down early at the line of scrimmage. I'm going to make I want to say a bold prediction. But I'm going to make a prediction for New England. If they lose this game, which I know they probably will lose this game, I think it's going to make a turn for their season. They've struggled this early season, just kicking off. I think this game here could really set them going in the wrong direction. So if I say they're not going to make the playoffs, everybody will be like, whoa, duh, of course they're not going to make the playoffs. Nobody thinks they're going to make the playoffs. Well, you never can count Belichick out. But I'm just saying, for us having a bad record, I think they lose this ball game, they're just going to have a bad down spiral. And you're going to start to find out early what this team is about. And you're going to realize they're not going to be there in the end. But if they pull it out, it's going to give them a little jolt. Give them a little shot in the arm, what they're going to need. Beating a Super Bowl team, the best team in the league, according to, winning a Super Bowl. So, yeah, that'll lift any ball club up. So that's how big it is for the Patriots. I mean, they lost to the Saints. I mean, Saints is not chopped liver, but, they lost that ball game. They start stacking these losses up. It can take a swing for the worst. So they got to be careful.
Harris starts the drive on the ground. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
Go put another 7 points on them. Make it 14-0. You'll wake them up then.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
45, 45, 45.
Looking to throw. Jones.
Oh, man, wide open.
That's Henry. And the 40 before he's out of bounds. His fourth catch already in this first quarter.
I mean, they've been about 10 yards off of him. The same that goes for New England, I think the same that goes for the Texans. You know, they lose their next matchup. It's not going to be pretty either. But we all expected that. But I have to say, with Tyrod Taylor, you know, if he still was in the mix, they can battle for a playoff spot. A healthy Tyrod Taylor, they can battle for a playoff spot. But throwing this rookie in there under the fire, nah, I'm not going to have a shot at it. Not even close. So, and there's no timetable right now that I know of on Tyrod Taylor, so you don't know when he's coming back. You know, the way those hamstrings work, man, that's just day to day, week to week, month to month. Just depends on how you feel, you know, how tight, how tender. It's all up on rest. Nothing you can do to get that better but rest.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Back to throw again. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field.
Man, liner drop. He had to hear footsteps on that one.
You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Jones.
Oh, that was covered and he picked it. Well, welcome Sherman. Yeah, he had to play defense on that one. Sitting there waiting on it. That's one guy back in his heyday you didn't want to play with. Don't look like he lost too much of it either. That's a blown opportunity for New England. They was in scoring position to put more points on the board and throw a pick.
Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
First down catch there by O.J. Howard. Well done, and he's got to be excited because he missed a lot of the fun last year after suffering a torn Achilles back in week 4. But his head coach, Bruce Arians, says the sky's the limit for him in 2021 after rehabbing in the offseason.
Right there. 54.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Open man is
strike.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
Right in the middle, 50-yard line.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion.
That was just a perfect pocket, too, just to throw that ball out of. We don't have to say what's going to happen if you give Brady protection. You just seen it.
Good plays have him on the move on first down. From midfield, here's Brady. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin.
Look at that.
And he is tackled inside.
Quick snap and throw.
To the 35. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
One thing I noticed for this year, we have a lot of great receiving tandems going around this league. I mean, you got the Bucks. You can say they're one of the best receiving corps in the league. You got the Dallas Cowboys, who want to say they have the best receiving corps in the league.
first two plays.
You can look over there and say the Cardinals. You know, they can say they got the best wide receiving bunch in the league. I mean, it's got several teams. I mean, Seattle might want to say the same thing. So it's got a handful of teams out there, man, got these 3, 4 deep, just good to great wide receivers.
So first and 10 now, down inside the 20. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Got them spread out.
Here's Brady to throw.
Oh, man, what a route.
Good catch. He was able to keep the feet inbounds.
Yeah, I think they got him warmed up now.
10 yards and it'll move the sticks.
I think they got old Tom Terrific warmed up now. He's getting rid of that ball a lot quicker than that first drive they had.
They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Are you kidding me?
Touchdown, Buccaneers.
They had the nerve to run a quarterback draw with Tom Brady. We talk about running in quicksand, Tom Brady.
I'd have to say we're all a little bit surprised.
And actually got in almost untouched. My. You go back and look at the record books on how many rushing TDs he has in his career. You might count them on one hand. And far as running up the middle on your feet, running to the end zone, that might have been the first one.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Well, we're tired up. Missed opportunity by the Patriots to put more points on the board, even if it was a field goal. I mean, it's 10-0. But you can't turn over the ball. Not when you're approaching in that red zone. You can't do it. Will cost you dearly.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taylor decides not to try to return it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense.
You know, there's been a lot of talk for the last few years who's the best wide receiver in the game. Actually, I'd like to hear from y'all who y'all actually think is the best wide receiver in the game. And be honest with you, it's tough. I mean, even when you go top 5, it's tough. You know, to get in there and rank them. But me, I mean, y'all can say whatever. Y'all probably even know who I'm going to pick. But, yeah, I'm going to pick. But you know what? To me, it's almost a tie. It really is. I almost want to tie these guys up so bad. But when I give you my number 1, which y'all probably know who it is, if y'all come back with a number 2 that I think everybody would say, I'm not going to argue with you. I'm not. Because I can just as easily give him number 1. And some of them already labeling him number 1 wide receiver in the game. Obviously, Hopkins is my guy. DeAndre Hopkins. But Adams for Green Bay, he's getting a lot. And rightfully so. Have no argument with that. Yes, I will not argue with you with that. He's got one of the best quarterbacks that will play the game throwing to him, and Aaron Rodgers. So.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Myers. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, yeah, that Devontae Adams, man.
What happened, but he's still there.
Something to work with.
We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough.
Best running back in the game? Well, I know who I'm going with. And it would be that Derrick Henry for Tennessee Titans. No doubt about it. Good throw. I mean, to be honest with you, New England is moving this ball a lot better and efficient than I thought they would coming into this game. I mean, Mac Jones, I mean, he's slinging a little bit too. I mean, he had that interception, but he's coming back like it didn't even fade him. And that's how quarterbacks have to play. Short memories. Just when you get down there this time, you got to get points. But yeah, Derrick Henry will be my guy for his running backs. He'll be number one. Now number two. Oh, number two. Well, it depends. I mean, Ezekiel Elliott, he might be one to claim number one back. He had it at a certain point of time, but he got to stay healthy. He's got to get a handful of games, and Dallas actually have to use him, utilize him a lot. You know, he's playing with a little chip on his shoulder this year. He's been hearing a little whispers going around. So he's trying to get something going. Whoa. Man, they just squeezed him real tight till he dropped to his knees. That was a big sack.
So he has a chance with a really good season to get to 100.
Almost took them out of field goal range on that hit.
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
45, 45, Mike, 46.
Another try after the first down sack. Jones, open man.
Fine there and good stick. That's how you hit somebody. As soon as they catch the ball, and as soon as you make contact, they just drop to the ground. That's exactly what happened on that play. Oh, man. Oh, no. Oh, no. Did he just drop a touchdown pass? Ball hit the man right. Oh, man. It happens, folks. It happens. People take a lot of things for granted. You know, all catches are not guaranteed. You know, some people drop the easiest balls. Some kickers miss the easiest kicks. You know, even the center and the quarterback, you know, drop snaps. You know, fumble the snap. It happens. It's something that's simple that you work on repetition. Every practice, every game, you can botch them at times. That's reality. We're not robots. We're human. It can happen. And we see it happen every Sunday or every Monday.
what you did before because that
or
worked,
every
but you have to be
Thursday.
prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And when the playoffs time get here winding down, or every Saturday.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Brady going to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Evans. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch.
Oh, good
Now
blocking.
you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
So many teams want to throw the ball.
So far, this has been a picture-perfect game for New England in the first quarter.
To go ahead and run the football in that situation.
Just to have the lead at this moment in the game. And what we're winding down, getting about 145 left.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Now Bernard. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Jonathan Jones there to make the stop.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defense.
Man, I sure hope those Panthers can deal with those Dallas Cowboys this week. And the only reason I say that because my Eagles are going to be playing against the Chiefs. And I need to gain some ground some type of way. Because I can already kind of mark up, you know, of possibly losing against the Chiefs. You know, and that ain't just like saying that because I don't believe, I don't have no hope. No, I'm just realistic. You know, I don't care how many diehard fans it is out there. But if your team is not playing well, or if you haven't made the playoffs in 5-10 years straight, and you play up against a team like the Chiefs, or the Bucs, or the hottest team in the league, and you just run out there and be like, oh yeah, we're going to win. Yes, we're going to grab this one. Yes, they have nothing on us. We're going to win. I want to see if you're going to bet the house and the dog on it. That's when you really will find out. Or you willing to give up all your assets on that game? Because that'll show you how much you really believe. So let's not be crazy or insane. I root for my team like the next person. I'm not crazy. Depends on how your team is built, how much momentum they've been gaining, how they're playing at the time. And right now we got a lot of holes, a lot of leaking holes. To play up against a team like that that's got it all together. So we have to play a perfect game, and I mean a perfect game, just to stay in the game. I ain't talked about winning it yet, just to stay in the game. We got to play a perfect game. And that's the end of the first quarter. Went down 10-7. Not bad, New England, not bad. Hanging on. Hanging on. But Brady is lurking. Oh man, look how he's nice turn around that corner. I don't think they're thinking about a field goal.
It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Yeah, y'all gonna have to tighten some D up. Way too much time. Gronkowski. Gronkowski.
It's a 6-yard touchdown pass.
At the back of the end zone.
Retake the lead.
Once again, you give him that much time, he'll wait till his granny comes out of the kitchen to go out there and stand up for a touchdown pass. You just got to make him uncomfortable. And they're definitely not doing that. No need to review this. It's a touchdown. Saw that live. That's a bad angle. Get us a better angle than that.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed?
Still looks in, but that's a terrible angle.
Down in bounds. That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
Come on, cameraman. Yeah, we knew that. You just didn't know that. Holding up the ball game.
Suck up for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. A good drive that time as they go 9
Well,
plays in all. And it's all finished off with
they're on a roll. See how long New England can keep those boats tight. Because once they get stripped, they're going to ring right off the stem and fall to the ground, roll off into a corner. And that'll be all she wrote. They don't want that kind of action.
Now it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Taylor now from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Nelson Aguilar and company getting set to go again on offense now. They've got to be thinking, how can we get him a little bit more involved here? Second quarter, you're down, and really, he's been out of the mix.
I would agree with that, and oftentimes you hear, well, we're just taking what the defense is giving us, but sometimes that's just not good enough. Sometimes you have to take what you want, and that means getting him the football.
Yeah, so far just a single catch in this game.
Yeah, well, it's going to have to be a big part if they're going to even pull it out. Come on, Aguilar. Well, you also have to get a ball coming your way.
Jones throwing on first down, and nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver.
That was almost picked. Mac Jones can't afford another turnover in this ball game, the rest of the ball game. That will be the thing that might swing it.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones.
Got to come off of it.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down.
You cannot take that sack. And he just keeps dropping back, dropping back, dropping back. At some point, you just got to throw the ball away.
Whereas 19 and a half sacks led the NFL, but still in 2020, he put 8 on the board.
Trying to hang on, hoping somebody breaks loose to get open.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd.
Bad possession.
Finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their
After touchdown, you do not want to go 3 and out. Throw Brady right back on the field.
Patriots send out their punter, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Here's Mickens to return. Oh, what a move. They'll call it a punt of 45.
That was a move, too. They put him right on his back.
Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. Again, we see Tom Brady and the Bucs set to take over.
He's thrown for a touchdown. He also ran for a touchdown, so they have to count for a guy that can do a little bit of both.
And because of that, that puts a defense back on its heels.
Now, don't start fooling the audience now. A guy that can do a little bit of both. We know darn well he's not going to be running anymore. Touchdowns.
That really changes what you try and do on defense.
Got lucky on that one and just leave it at that.
Brady gonna fake the give to Jones and set up.
Oh, that was a pretty play action.
This is caught by Evans.
Oh, good catch. We got a flag. Whoa.
Come on, man, come on.
And that came on who? Evans?
A lot of contact. Tensions are going to run pretty high. It's a bit emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
They called necessary roughness on the hit on Evans? I missed that one. Yeah, I missed that one.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Yeah, y'all going to have to force a field goal at worst. At best, you need a pick, a turnover. Look at, they picked the blitz up.
Right back to Brown. This time he's got it.
You're going to pay every time.
But first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
The blitz just couldn't get there.
Sets him up 1st and goal.
And that's a good catch there for a 1st down by Antonio Brown. And in his career, at one point, he had 6 straight seasons over 100 catches. Not putting up those types of numbers now, but continues to be
I'm just glad Antonio Brown is back on the field and actually, you know, playing instead of all that silliness and craziness. He's at the tail end of his career. He needs to just walk out nice and smooth. Hell of a receiver. But the past few years, man, it's been very questionable. Now I'm talking about the mental here.
And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield.
Yeah, I just look like the steamroll is about to be on here.
Extra point try now for Suckham. It's good, and it's 21-10.
21 to 10. 13:05 in the 2nd quarter. Very early. Patriots gonna have to get some ball control. They can't play sporadic, just throwing it all willy-nilly all over the field. They're gonna have to run the ball a little bit. If you gotta try a little dink and dunk, do that. But 3 and outs, you're gonna find yourself down by 50 with this team rolling hot.
Now Pinion with a kickoff honors following the touchdown. On the return is J.J. Taylor. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
And really, that's what they're missing, the Patriots. They got to run the ball. He's dropping back a lot. Just, I mean, even if you're just getting 2 to 3 yards, stick with it. You got to call these dogs off a little bit. You don't want the Bucs to start, you know, tearing off on you.
Touches the football and has an impact on the game. Change formations, change where he lines up, put him in motion. Anything possible to shake him free.
Maybe that greater impact comes here on this drive. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. They'll only get a couple up to about.
That's okay. It's a couple. But it cools the waters. I would come back with a run. Yeah, you only picked up 2 yards, but let's see what the next one brings. Then we can get into a little, you know, not a play, well, play action if you pick up 4 to 5 yards, but if not, just drop back and pass for third down. Don't give up so early. There you go. Yes. Yes, now you get into a short situation now. You got a 3rd and 3. You can run this, you can pass this. You get into a bootleg, you can play action. Or just get in a lead formation and just pound it between the tackles. Even call a quarterback draw if you want. Just don't do nothing too fancy for 3 yards.
Converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris.
Oh man.
This is not going to get there. Great work.
I really don't like that play call.
Just a 1-yard pickup there.
I mean, if it was some just going straight like a dive, a halfback dive, it's okay. But once you start going sideways,
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you.
against this defense,
They get your eyes in the wrong place.
put yourself in jeopardy.
That one, he correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. First kick 47. This one looks good as well. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
Well, most importantly, they're going to have to play some defense as well, too. No matter what their offense is going to do, you can't stop a Brady-led team. You can forget about it because you never can outshoot a Tom Brady-led team or a Peyton Manning-led team. You're not going to outshoot these guys. Defense has to be played. Not going to outshoot a Patrick Mahomes. The defense has to step up.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And able to get this across
They
the
try to get in on that play. And luckily, he just resorted to dumping it down because he had the time. If they can't sack Brady, it's going to be a long, long night.
From the 22, Brady. Evans has it left side. And he's got it.
Man, he's just tight-roping on the sideline. So, Evans,
Brady to Evans that time. First down, Tampa.
what a receiver.
And a good quarterback facing
Got the
zone
height,
coverage.
the hands, just the build, the medium speed.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's
It's
going
tough to handle.
pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme.
See, the Bucs got it where they can mix it up a little bit on them. You know, they unpredictable. Patriots don't really know what's coming at them. They got to watch for the run. They got to watch for the pass. Listen to him talk. You got to watch out for Brady running up the gut for touchdowns. Oh, man, I tell you.
This is Jones.
Oh, man, look at that gap.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 71 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in his first half.
And this is an example breaking down.
We've heard terrific a couple of times in this ball game.
And guess what he's doing? Forcing the
Look at
secondary
that.
guys
Look
to
at that
make a lot of
hole.
tackles.
I mean, the hole's so big, he's got guys sitting back waiting for him to meet them.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. The give is to Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball.
They might be going for 100 in the first half.
And creates extra yardage. They almost feel like he's one of them, and they really
And I'm going to predict the next time they have the ball, he's going to get that 100. He's going to get it.
Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
81.
We always talk about good down and distance, allowing
81.
their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2.
19 more, and he's good to go.
Just about anything. But a lot of times the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Now he'll throw with Brady. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
Throwing again on second down. Brady.
He almost sidestepped you. You see Grunt try to be nimble on his feet. He almost got away from that little shoestring tackle.
Done in 2019, was out of football after retiring from the Patriots. But Brady asked if he'd run it back with him in Tampa, and he answered the call. Gronk earned his 4th ring with the win in Super Bowl 55, a game in which he scored 2 touchdowns.
Come on now.
Open man is Howard, the tight end.
I had a great opportunity to get him on the ground. He was holding on to it.
Big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Ball sits on the
Problem, y'all have to force a field goal. A touchdown would just de-hearten you.
Play action, it's Brady.
Look at that protection.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd and 5.
Ran out of real estate. Only thing saved them. All right, you got 3rd and 5. It's time to stand up. You want to stay alive in this game, you got to make a stance right now. 3rd and 5.
This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Brady.
Got to meet him there.
And he's going to be
There you
taken
go.
down here, still a couple yards short.
I got a little penetration on that one. Made him come off of it earlier than he wanted to. But it's not over yet. They might even go for it, 4th and 2. If I was the Bucs, I would.
And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
Because this decision could put the clamps on this ball game.
The offense staying
And they're going.
They're going to go on 4th and 2.
This is a big stance for New England to get back in this ball game.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by James
Is he caught? Did he stay in bounds? That was a good cutoff.
Just want the first. They wanted 6 points, and following the interception.
My goodness, did you see I just jumped in front of him? That's big time. Right on Evans.
The illogical play is a logical play.
That's the one they need to review.
They were wrong.
That happened so quick. I don't even know if he had his feet in bounds. Are they going to look at it? They calling it good. That's big for New England.
On 1st down. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
All right, good throw, Mac Jones, but you got to be careful. You're starting to hold on to that ball a little too long. And that can cost you.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. This one to Bourne, and he's got it.
Good find.
And he'll be taken down
But New England's still pass happy. Get a big turnover like that and picking up big yardage in the air, getting first downs. Something in your mind got to tell you we have to run it a couple of times. Don't just continue to chunk it. Get too predictable. Something's bad, bound to happen. You continue to do that. Let's get a draw. Can we get a draw? Okay, that's a little more secure. I'm okay with that. I was like, can we get a draw? They was like, yeah, we can get a drawback. We get a drawback. Oh, nice. That's one of those perfect plays that they always talk about, where they do a blitz. They got everybody on the line of scrimmage, and if you just hit that right hole, you can just spring loose. That was a perfect example right there. Had a few in the secondary, but if everybody was on that line and he bust through that initial gap, he's gone to the house.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. It's complete. James White. That catch good for only a couple.
The defense is worried that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Hey, watch the slant. 45, 45, 45, Mike, 45.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Completion was given up, but that's what
Now, that's about the same amount of time you need to throw those balls.
and you don't give up much right after the catch.
That was quick. You read it. You let it go.
New England on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. On to give. This is Harris.
There you go. That's exactly how I wanted y'all to run it last time. No funny business. Straight on a dive. Straight on a lead. No dancing left, dancing right. Just smack it right up in there. And that's how you get first downs. That's right. Because if he meets you at that line of scrimmage, it's about power on power, and you got most of the momentum because you're going into him.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Come off of it.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Jason Pierre-Paul able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. These sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
He was better off just taking off running with it.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jones out right to Bourne. 8 yards on the
It's a way to get some of it back. Still got a little 3rd and long here.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cut in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
Got to come off of it.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
That's terrible.
Able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down.
Anytime we see Devin White making a play like that, the first thing we think of is his speed. The second is versatility. The only player in the NFL in 2020 with 100 tackles and 9 sacks.
Unfortunate. Blown opportunity to get a touchdown before half.
And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. At least
Some point, better than no point.
That's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because you know after the sack there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get through?
But once again, they're not going to win this game on their offense. They're going to win. It's going to be on their defense. And good luck. Good Tom Terrific has got them on the road.
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Now New England, if y'all can somehow stop them, I'm not saying get a 3 and out. It'll be nice, not expecting it. But some part of time on this drive, if y'all can get them to punt, what you don't want is them getting points before halftime. Just stop them from getting points before halftime. If you go on to halftime the way the score is now, that's still good. It's a one-score ball game. Try not to give them anything.
I'm wondering since we've gone from 12 to 14 to 16 games, maybe we need to up that a little.
Good pressure. Sack would have been better, but good pressure.
The secondary has been roasted in this first half. Are they going to measure revenge there? Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back. But that's one step in the proper direction.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Brady. Gets it to his running back, Bernard. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave him.
He got a little more than he should have on that play. One guy like he just ran right by him.
That they might get hit with a screen. Maybe you can wind up slowing down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
To throw is Brady. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man?
It's tough though because you just can't cover everything. I mean, Brady's got weapons to his disposal all over the field.
First and 10. From the gun, it's Brady.
Let's go, defense. Let's get on the field, defense.
Throw left side, complete. That's Evans.
Right at 2-minute warning.
In this first half of football.
It's not all or loss for New England. They still can make a stand.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis in his first half of action. The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete.
That was all about the defender making life difficult for the
Good
receiver.
break.
Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Got a 3rd and inches here. We all know in the NFL they pass these.
To throw, it's Brady.
Oh! Man, Kane slid in like he was trying to make it out in baseball and throw that thing to third base.
With defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's Bradley Pinion.
That's a big stop.
As he'll punt it away
They have no idea how huge that was stopping them there.
And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line.
Now, the smart thing y'all want to do is not to try to make a turnover or throw an interception to give it right back. If you don't feel good about it, sit on the ball. Take it to halftime. Y'all are in a good spot. When you start forcing and trying to get greedy and get points, bad things can happen. Now, hey, points are great. I want you to get them, but not at the cost of a turnover.
Yeah, well, we've seen the 4 sacks so far in this contest. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Throwing Jones. This complete left side to Aguilar.
It's a way to get out of bounds. Is that his only second catch? Oh, yeah. They've covered him very well. And they brought him in there just for this. You know, he's supposed to be the #1 receiver. But just now getting his second catch, that's not a good sign.
Now Jones. He'll drop it underneath to White. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 4 yards to pick up, first down.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Now a pass dropped off here for James White.
See, I like these little check downs like this. That means he's being a little careful. Because I know he started pushing it down the field, so bad things could happen. And I don't want to see a turnover. It could throw him right out of this thing. I know it sounds like I'm going for New England, but I'm not. Trust me. Not going for the Bucs either. Just want a good ball game. Sometimes it's easy to root for the underdog.
Back to throw again.
Oh, that was nice. Huh. They just might can get a field goal before the half. Wouldn't that be sweet?
The clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
We know who the Bucs are. But do we really know who New England is?
A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
Not at this stage. Not anymore.
Off the play fake. Jones. He's going to look deep down the field.
Oh, man. Yeah, it's dropped. That would have been pretty, too.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world.
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives him a chance to regroup, relax. Just
He'd have had that caught and right out of bounds, too. Didn't even have to waste the timeout.
On 2nd and 10, Jones. It's caught. This is White. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards, not quite enough.
Yeah, we'll have to hurry this thing up. 3rd and 1. Y'all still got a chance of getting field goal range and call it your last time out.
Patriots moving quickly, hustling up to the line. Again, he'll drop to throw.
There it is.
To White. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the
That puts it right on the brink, too. That's a 53-yard field goal from that spot.
Now a timeout signal for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Yeah, 53-yarder. Can he hit that? Yeah, he could. Depends on how he's feeling. I mean, there's a little pressure trying to get these points before a half. Getting a good foot on it, then making it accurate. Oh, we got a good lift on it. Oh, my. That's tough.
And this score will stay right where it is.
That's tough. Right on the upright.
So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
Wait, that 29. Alpha. 54. Here we go. Hey, one set.
They just want to take this to half here.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's going to pull his way forward to the 48. And with just 1 second,
They actually called a timeout.
They'll call the timeout.
Guess they want one last heave from Brady, huh? See what that old elbow has to offer.
Wait, put it. Come to my work. We want it. Come to my work. Hey, here I come.
Second down, another shot for Jones.
You gonna do that just to hand it off?
Taken down with a marker on the field. So
Just to risk somebody getting hurt? That doesn't make any sense.
So we race the flag. They decline it.
And did he use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the
So you can't take it with you, huh?
I was thinking, like,
Well, we're at the half,
things that you can buy
and we will be back.
last forever?
a long time.
No doubt.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. It's something we've said 1,000,000 times, but we were treated to a fine performance in the first half from Tom Brady. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead as well. As we get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start the third quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. A draw play, Bernard. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
All right, I'm back in the saddle. Big 3rd and 5. More for New England than the Bucs, though.
Brady down a throw. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And he is going to have a
He had no choice but to catch that. Brady put some heat on that ball.
And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. 5th catch of the game for him there.
That was one of those, either catch it or have a hole in your chest.
It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Watch the run. Right there, 54, right there, right there. Here we go.
shotgun now for Brady. And this is caught by Evans.
Another little crossing route.
Ran the perfect defense in this situation. Would have meant that there was
And that's fine. I mean, he's got, what, 7 catches for 77 yards. But that's where you want to keep Evans. Those little 5-6 yard crossing routes, you get him down the field, that's where you're going to have trouble.
Communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Oh, my.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
They didn't let him step and stutter his way to over 100 yards. Had the man in their grasp and let him sneak out. See, it's plays like that that just kills this defense.
Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs. So that'll back him up 5.
Going the wrong direction. I pay attention to all those little details like that because they make the hair on the back of my neck stand up. Because, you know, every game has a little glitch like that.
Working from the gun, it's Brady.
And there's always those little small details like that that just like, whoa, man.
Keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Because you want everything to be, you know, like perfect, the game. There's no such thing as actually perfect. All we can do is try to get closest to perfect as we possibly can and live with it. So that's the case.
On 2nd down now.
There's another stutter.
And he'll take it across the 50.
Somebody met him.
It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
All right, fellas, you got to get him off the field. The clock is set.
And that's the last thing they need, especially with
Got to get him off now. Another big down. I don't even know if I would zone this.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is. Here on 4th. Now Brady.
Got to get in there. There he is. That was beautiful. Came and met him right there. That's big time. And y'all needed it badly. He's got 9 tackles. He's been moving around on the field. Yeah, right in your sights.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt.
Oh my. Boy, they don't stop putting pressure on you, do they? I mean, they just continue. Oh my goodness. Oh man. I mean, backbreaker after backbreaker. They were right in the middle and they said, let's go. Oh man, that hurts. That hurts. Too much time. And luckily, had a bad throw. You don't have many of those.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Brady. And this one incomplete.
Oh.
Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Do a little toss up on that one.
They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Hey, it's a long field goal if y'all can just stop him from no yards. Too much time. You got to get in there. Throw it away. That's good coverage on the back end. Somebody made minor adjustments at halftime, I see. It wasn't a bad stand coming off giving up a 4th down play. It's a 53-yarder here.
And he's going to miss this one. That is no good.
That's right on time for New England right there.
Stay right where it is.
And great field position they're going to get. Yeah, he pulled that off. I think it had just enough distance. There's no accuracy.
They had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there, we've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Here's Jones throwing on 1st down. He's got it complete to Aguilar.
My goodness. Now that's a tough catch for a guy that only had 2 receptions prior to that catch.
17 yards and a 1st down.
And the Patriots added Nelson.
3 bodies around him. How Mac Jones got that ball in there. Look at this. Whoop. The other guy had to come in and make sure he was down.
Jones on 1st down.
Oh, nice one. Oh,
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
put a Euro step on him.
That'll be a gain of 21 yards.
You see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing.
Okay, maybe he's waking up.
Right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch. But you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked
Yeah, it's obvious. They done made some minor adjustments. Because now they're looking to even get him involved. Adjustments on defense, adjustments on offense.
Back-to-back
It's
good
a way to
plays
keep
all
yourself in a
the
ball
way
game.
on 1st down. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, he's got Myers. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. They will run with White out of the shotgun. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag.
This one's coming back.
Come on, baby, we gotta do our job. We gotta do it.
So a decent gain, but all for naught in the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people
Big running play, too. That one hurts.
just gave up that play.
I mean, it's still manageable. But y'all do not need penalties in the red zone.
On 2nd down, it's Harris.
Oh, nice.
And he
Block.
brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down.
Yeah, running looking a little easier in the second half.
3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good
Y'all
recipe for
came out
success.
throwing it, picking up big yardage. And what do you know? It loosened up the running game. Hello. It'll be big if y'all can get a touchdown.
Now, from the gun, he'll throw.
Don't hold on to it. Get rid of the ball.
And that one gonna be off target.
There you go. No covers was tight, but you don't want to take a sack there.
They may be snapping a ball here.
Especially risk it getting knocked away from you.
Keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion. Force them into going for 3 and not giving up 6.
They come up
Yeah,
here
they
with
come
another
back with a
shot from
run
the
here.
6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
45. Mike, 45.
On the draw, it's White. And they see defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It'll be a loss of a couple.
Tackled him like he was hungry.
I thought they were onto something with their play call and kind of went in reverse a little bit. Threw it on first down, then ran it on second down. Not successful either way. What play call do they
Look
come
at
up with on this important third down try?
And back at the 8 now. 3rd and goal. Off play action. Jones. He's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
I don't know.
The rookie out of Washington in to drop him for the sack.
I don't like the play action call. I mean, that was kind of an obvious passing play. Who are you fooling with that?
Okay, stupid question. What's the
All it did was give him more time to get in there and get you. Yeah, I don't like the little play action. Blown opportunity. Again.
And Ford's kick is good.
Gets you a little closer, but you're not going to win this game with no field goals, that's for sure. Not with these guys. To me, you looked up enough having them punt in certain situations, then a blown field goal by them. Just not going to get that lucky every time.
But the offense has got to get together and figure out what's stalling their drives, so they have to keep calling on him.
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. It'll be a touchback. The ball brought out for 25 as Mickens will not return it. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position?
Yeah, and if I know Tampa Bay, they're a little hungry and they want to get this game over with. In their minds, they played long enough. This is deep third quarter. They're looking to try to open this stuff up here.
On first down, Brady.
Good hit. Put enough on him there. First pressure we've seen on him pretty much all night. Getting that close.
Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Brady. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
Y'all back in the wheelhouse.
It's 3rd down.
I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball.
No, y'all gonna let him get out of this hole? Or you gonna stay solid? I mean, you might can call a nice little zone here. Keep everything in front of you and just tackle them before they get to the sticks. But you can't let it be too soft. Just soft enough.
It looks like you got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Brady. And that will be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get
That was a great output. I did not expect that from y'all. Putting Brady on the field after a missed field goal on top of that.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. A 45-yard punt for their hold to return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Patriot offense now set to come back out on the field. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
21-16, third quarter. 5:45 coming up.
So after the run for no gain, here's
2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. Jones. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And he slips up past
The way to use your strong body to lean forward.
He's now just 3 yards.
Bring the tacklers with you.
Receiving on the contest and a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage. So timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Got them spread out.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. And that throw behind his man. He missed him, incomplete.
They threw that right in the empty spot.
And by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Hey, whatever you got to do, it beats the interception.
On 1st down, that leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jones. It's brought in by Harris.
Okay, then. He just outran his blockers. He's like, oh, y'all follow me.
Pickup of 16.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start.
Way to get up the field.
Ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
I don't know where you're going, but I know where I'm going. You go over there on the sideline and try to block the coach if you want.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They hand this off to Harris. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They know that old expression, it's not my night.
Y'all got to be real careful here.
I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy sometimes.
Because a touchdown could really bring some heat.
But it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Give him 5 on the
That was
screen.
pretty close.
Set up the 3rd down.
Boy, that one was well read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being
Yeah,
decisive.
big 3rd and short coming up.
In front of him.
Got to have something dialed up for this one. With a Bucks blitz.
Here's Jones.
Oh, they kind of sit back on it.
3rd down. Space to run
They
past the
probably
Giants.
wish they didn't.
This is going to lead to another first down.
Big
This is
catch.
made at the Bucs 16. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night.
A lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up.
Yeah, he's come through for him. He's been a security blanket for sure. He's a big guy.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's caught left side. Myers with it. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot.
Got to give it to Mac Jones a little bit. No matter what happens, he's competing. Especially after that early interception. I mean, he's come back and made some nice throws.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones. This is White on the screen.
I mean, obviously, you can just tell they went into halftime and came out with a plan. I mean, they're calling plays differently. Even on defense, they finally getting stops, made some minor adjustments, get a little more pressure on Brady. But hey, that's Belichick for you. That's one coach who can game plan, strategize, switch things up during the ball game. Does not mean they can do it like him.
Now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
In-game adjustments is what they call
They
it.
run with Harris. And
There's some great ball control. Showing up this third quarter. Look at that. Power just pushing the legs. Driving them, never giving up. First and goal from the 5. Gotta stay solid.
Back to throw. Jones.
Oh, sweet. Hung in the pocket. That was a nice drive. And if you'd have told me from where they were to now that they would regain a lead, I might have lost the house and the car on that one. Yep, it's only right to go for 2. And there it is. Sweet little tippy toe. Yep, that just made this a little ball game.
It seems like the exact right thing to do. Put pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
Hold on. Maybe I saw a bad angle, but they're going to review that just to make sure, or no, they don't review 2-point conversions, maybe not. Almost like he had a foot on the white chalk. They say, no, don't you do it, Goodymo. We worked our butts off just to get a touchdown. And you want to call back our 2-point conversion? Nah, I don't. I don't.
He's hoping to channel his first half play. They had the lead at halftime, was playing well. Flip the script here in the third quarter a little bit.
I think he misses the Pee-wee days, you know, when you just got the orange.
21-24. Patriots. Thought I would never fix my mouth to say that.
We'll see. Maybe he just needs a couple orange slices here for this drive. They'll begin here with Bernard. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 7.
Also, new items are coming to the website, GoodymoGoods.com. Man, I've been waiting. Don't know what the deal has been, because I put the order in months ago. But, you know, they having inventory and whatever it is, getting the material and all this kind of crazy stuff. So I've been waiting on another batch to drop. So I'm finally finna get that batch to drop. So make sure y'all go check those items out. Just give it a few weeks. It's in the making as we speak. And for y'all who hasn't checked out the website yet, go take a look. Some good items there. Remember, everything is customizable. Just hit that email. Send me some pictures or fonts or images. And we can make it happen for you. But that's GoodymoGoods.com. GoodymoGoods.com. Check it out. What we got here? Kind of hop jump out of that little tackle. And that's the end of the third. Yep. We might have something here. I didn't expect it. I was looking for a slaughter, actually.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first
Oh,
and
man,
10.
it's all-out blitz while he in shotgun. Somebody's supposed to get burned. Oh, they called some of them off.
Got a man, it's Brown. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch him drive and a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback.
Good wraparound. That wasn't a perfect ball.
Not just for himself, but to keep the rest
He
of
had
the
to
team relaxed.
readjust, reach back to get that one. And to his left at that.
Throwing on first down is Brady. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin.
That was beautiful because he just got rid of that ball. Brady just got popped.
18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well.
But he held it enough to get, look at this. Boop.
Throw no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
That's why he's the greatest. He done stood in the pocket and took many shots just like that to make touchdown throws, Super Bowl winning throws.
They'll look to throw again. This is caught. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
From the 2 now, second and goal.
Let's go, defense. Out.
Fournette.
Oh,
Yeah, this is not going to do it as he's
the way to clog it up down there on the end.
calling no gain that time.
This is a big down.
But I was playing all defensive coaches talked about when you knew your own.
Well, we better watch out for that Tom Brady draw again. Huh? Right up the gut. But this is big for New England. If they can force them to kick a field goal from here. And they're running it. And he's got him down. No, he didn't. But this would be a risky call. I mean, they went for it on fourth before. Will they make this call from the 1 yard line? That'd be a big gamble.
On your quarterback makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Fournette couldn't get in there. That's a big stop. What they gonna call here? They're kicking it. Watch the fake. Watch the fake.
And Suckup will put this one right.
That is huge right there.
Quarter, this game is tied.
That is huge for New England. They marched that ball right up the field like it wasn't nothing. And they just slammed the door on them right in the heat of the red zone.
Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
You don't think this defense has woken up since halftime? Better believe it. Oh, what Belichick done? He must have went stone crazy in that locker room.
And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to now return it.
See, y'all give yourselves a chance to win when y'all can dictate what's going to happen. When y'all have the ball, either with a lead or a tie, it's in y'all's hands. You run your stuff. No need to get ahead of everything. No need to get rushy. You control it.
Jones throwing on first down. And that is incomplete.
That's smart.
We all know possessions are crucial in a tie game.
I know you would have loved yardage on that play. But hey, not against the law to throw it away either. Live for another down. If it's not there, it's not there.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Come on. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
Jones going to keep once more. And this one
I
goes
don't like
nowhere.
that one bit.
Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Why run an RPO at this time? And if you ask me, that's probably the first one of the ball game. And you would call that at this time? Coming off an incomplete throwaway pass? Now you're behind the chains on 3rd and 13. And it looks like they're bringing the house again. My. And got out of it. They beat the blitz. And there's their guy. Tell you one thing, they like to do it the hard way. No doubt about that.
I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Jones now on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That's a drop.
Man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands.
Yeah, you got to make those plays. Wide open.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
I'm coming after you.
To throw again. Jones. And the timing is good off.
That was an errant pass.
We always talk about receivers. If the ball hits your hand, you're supposed to haul it in, but it is hard to adjust.
Well, they're behind the chains again.
That one was all the momentum going forward. Couldn't contort his body back to grab it. Now they face a
Well, they get out of this one.
back-to-back incompletions. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
No, that's not going to do it.
4-yard line, not near enough to keep the drive alive. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up fourth down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon?
White has 11 tackles.
We'll give you the short stuff and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
The Patriots send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking
It's
on
a way to get down there.
the 6-yard
Make them work the distance.
Be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense. He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there. Check it out nicely. Good English on that punt. The drive starts with a handoff to Bernard. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line.
Y'all keep them back there. You can get good field position. That will be the goal.
But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brady on the screen. Bernard.
Puts him down.
And dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line.
Defense coming up big there.
It's 3rd down.
It's not over. You got to finish the deal. But just like in basketball, you know, working hard for 23 seconds, then blowing an assignment and having a guy get open for a 3 to kill you. You don't want that to happen here.
So they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down.
They actually ran that ball.
And he'll take this forward only up to
That is a shock right there a little bit. especially when you got Tom Brady as quarterback. They definitely played that conservative.
Did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Patriots will have great starting
Right around the 50-yard line. What a game Mac Jones has played. He can be a hero of this ball game if he just plays it smart.
Hey, they scared. They scared. Check 45 to Mike. Go.
They hand off to their big tight end. And he'll get this down only to
Could have say where you going.
It's Ross Cockrell that time that made the tackle.
Give credit to the defense for straining
Almost looked like he wanted to go the other way.
no cutback angle. You know he's trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Pick your game up.
If you'd done that, you'd have been definitely on football follies.
On 2nd and 7, Jones.
Wide open. And that's the guy who dropped the wide open pass. Gets a 46-yard touchdown.
And the Patriots on just 2 plays have taken the lead.
Unbelievable.
Touchdown for their team, but a big touchdown for a rookie quarterback here to be able to break the tie in the 4th quarter.
And he just shook off all the pressure, too. Because when you think about it, tie ball game.
That had to be a blown assignment.
Most of them are thinking, don't make a mistake. Instead, this young man just said, I'll make a play.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And they will take a 7-point lead.
What a shocker, folks. What a shocker. Tell you one thing, if pressure hasn't been applied before, it is applied now. That forces the Bucs to have to march down the field to get a touchdown to tie it. That's how much pressure packed this one is. Because time is going to be running out. Got 8:36 on the clock. 24-31 Patriots. Got the GOAT. Gonna give it another swing. They can't be thinking nothing but a touchdown on this drive. Because if not, oh man, that steam is gonna start to seep out those pipes.
Tom Brady. This is 1st and 10. Throwing now is Brady. He finds his target. It's Evans.
My goodness, like you were riding a bull out there.
Across the 30 to the 31.
I mean, that was tight coverage.
Those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. A 6-yard pass.
Evans still run those little drag routes. 10 grabs for what, 90 yards? I believe that's what it was.
I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone because eventually you're going to run into their territory, and that's when they lick their chops in order to get the big hit or a play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch. On 1st down, Bernard shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
2nd and 2. To throw is Brady. Gets it to his running back.
Met him right there.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back in the 40. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
That was a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
So the edge rushers that are coming, that could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. An extra quarter comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Brady.
Uh-oh.
Traffic and it's intercepted.
Uh-oh.
Picks it off. And he takes this one back into the
That
end zone.
might sealed it.
It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway.
You gotta be kidding me.
Back and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a
You
hurry.
got to be kidding me.
Now Folk for the extra point.
I am stunned.
And the lead is up to 14. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6.
Capital W, capital O, capital W. Wow. .624 on the clock. 2 touchdown lead.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. It'll be a touchback. The ball brought out to the 25 as Mickens will not return it. Back now comes Tampa Bay. We'll see if they can
Sight for sore eyes for some.
It hurt badly, but still within striking
Depending on
distance.
who
A
you
two-score
are.
game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
But man, this Sunday night edition,
At their own 25-yard line. Now Brady
who
to try
said it
to
would
get into
end
the
up
pick 6.
this way?
And this is caught off the deflection. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling. Don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the first one for the 2nd one to even matter.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete.
It looks like they're high searching. These some short routes, and they all covered up pretty good.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
To throw, it's Brady. And he finds Howard.
Yeah, see, they'll give those up all day.
Stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard
They need to
gain,
move the
2nd
ball
and 2.
and press it up the field.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down.
They don't have
Gained
enough
it in
time
time,
for
made
these
a nice
little
easy
routes.
pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Clock is ticking.
Right there. Right there. 54 Mike. Here we go.
From the 44, Brady. And yet again, it's Howard with a catch. First down Tampa as Brady hooks up with Howard.
Guess they're just gonna methodically just work it up the field. They say just give us one good one. Use our timeouts and hope to get a 3 and out. Looks like what they're betting on to me.
Brady now on first down. Pass incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on.
3rd and 10 at 4:10.
And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get it, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Toward the sideline, did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got
Big
the ball
catch
down,
there to get out of
says the
bounds.
judge, and that's good enough for a first down. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
Yeah, that was a good little swing pass there.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. On the delay, Jones.
Had a nerve to sneak in a run play.
Able to bring him down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down,
Just fooled yourself on that one.
paid off with some points.
And wasted time while you were doing it.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call. That's on the guard, Alex Kappa. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Right there, 54, right there, right there.
Looking to throw. Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 24-yard line. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand the field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Wait, that flag 20, 54. So don't say nothing. Hey, watch that.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Open space inside the 10, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it indeed.
Yeah, he tried to rip his head off on that one.
So give him the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you have to jump to 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
So the face mask moves him closer, and now 1st and goal.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. When he hit. Mike's by four.
Brady now to throw. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8.
Well, they finally sack him.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Shotgun now for Brady.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Looking in zone, but it's incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who's going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
Third and goal. Keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. From the gun, Brady. And Evans hauls it
There's the
in.
touchdown.
Bucks. 8
But
yards
did
on
it
the
come too
touchdown
late
pass.
is the
And
question.
Bucks have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Suck up for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucks.
38-31. Well, them Bucks gonna have to show some of that good defense they got. But this defense can pitch a 3 and out, especially if New England is just gonna sit on the ball and just try to run this clock out. I don't know how many times they're actually gonna try to gamble to throw the ball. Guess they just wait on third down to, to pass to try to get a first down. But I think the first 2 plays for sure are going to be runs. But when you're dealing with Belichick, who knows? Probably want this young quarterback to be pressure packed and tested. Drop back on the first down. Wouldn't that be something? Or idiotic, one of the two. We'll find out. Wow. And then, no complete. Stops the clock on his own. Saves them a timeout. Whoa. That was big.
Down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. That swung out wide to Harris.
That hurt. That was a pretty play, too. Something that was secure and safe. Just a little baby roll out, little toss. Nobody in the flats. Nobody even think about covering it.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Running out of the gun with White. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's able to get across midfield.
Look at them.
Buccaneer territory. The Bucs forced to
Look
use
at
their
them
third
trying to
and
bully.
final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
I know what y'all thinking. This game ain't gonna turn out like this. You mean the Bucs are gonna actually lose to the Patriots on Sunday night, prime time in Foxborough? Nobody placed those bets, will they? Well, while I'm here being silly, that was just a bonehead decision right there. 3rd and inches, you're going to try to be all funky and cute at the same time. I don't know if you can be funky and cute. Anyway, all you had to do was run the ball. 3rd and inches, you got cute, pass the ball, incomplete, stop the clock, and now you're punting. Give them plenty of time. I mean, yeah, they're out of timeouts. Well, they are at the 7-yard line, but that's beside the point. Y'all could have milked way more off of this clock. That was just a bad decision.
So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these
Tight
types of situations.
throw. He didn't get out of bounds though, but man,
The biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other.
gotta have a good arm to do that. He probably should have stayed on his feet. He would have got out of bounds.
It really has, especially as of late. Now he dumps this off over the middle, and they get him down, but
Better be careful. Thought that was a face mask.
The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down.
Party, you gotta like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
1st down now, but that clock rolling. Now Brady. That's complete to his running back, Evans.
Good cut.
They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. Very sharp here to start.
14 for 149.
The way he's running this 2-minute drill, very sharp, very precise.
He's had a hell of a night.
Clock running. The Bucs trying to go quickly and get set. To throw is Brady. This is caught. It's Brown. And he is out of bounds.
Oh yeah, he's trying to set it up. You got to go to the end zone now.
Good on this drive. It's a 1st down.
Unless you get more like that on the sideline, but
Get out of bounds.
you get caught in the green, this one's over.
I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here.
Oh, you want to review that one.
Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide.
Yeah, he's got it right there.
Say, watching it in real time, it was
Absolutely he's in. Absolutely.
Didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
here's the call.
After review the play, rule on the field stands.
The folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw as this play will stand as is. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Brady. He's going to drop this one down to Bernard.
Yeah,
Nothing on that one.
he should have just dropped that one, act like he didn't want to catch it. Could have saved the play. That's it. And it is a shocker. Brady goes down in Foxborough.
They definitely had hope. They definitely had opportunity. Just unable
Who is going to believe that?
Not an easy play by any stretch, but they definitely had a chance.
What an outcome. 38-31.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been
Yeah,
watching
let's
the
check out the
NFL
stat
on
sheet.
EA Sports. For more,
On
log
this
on to
one, we had some
EASports.com.
balls slinging around that field.
Patriots winners here at home, as we say so long.
Whole lot of yardage. See what we got. Team stats first, of course. That total offense. Rushing yards. New England didn't muster up too much of that. But they didn't need it, obviously. Passing yards. Got to 439 by Brady. 392 by Mac Jones. It's not bad. Not bad at all. First downs, 35-26. The Bucs got that edge. See the punt return yards by New England. Kick return yards held by the Bucs. Total yards, Bucs have that 682-549. Then a turnover battle. Thought I wouldn't see Brady throw 2 picks like that, but they came at crucial times, and actually that is what lost them this game. So Brady, you couldn't get saved on your picks on this one like you did that one Super Bowl and the playoffs where the guy was offsides, saved you from throwing a pick. So didn't happen here. Third down conversion, 56% by the rookie, not bad. Outwitted Brady on that stat. Fourth down conversions. 2-point conversions. Red zone percentage, high on both ends, but 4 for 4 by New England. And the red zone TD, they got 4-2. Bucs edged that one. Red zone field goal 2-1. Bucs have the time of possession. So yeah, there was some yardage out there to be had, and they have gotten them. Go to player stats. Which quarterback brings a win? Ding, ding, ding. Mac Jones. Look at this. He's got Brady in the passer rating. Brady got him in yardage a little bit, and in completion percentage, 73-71. But when it's this close like this, like you can see, Brady is beating him in some of these categories, or it's just real knitted close. And Brady's been throwing that ball, 68 times, almost 70 times he's attempted passes. But when it's this close, when Brady's got him on yardage by a little, by completion percentage by a little, when Mac Jones got him in passer rating, he's got him in touchdown versus interception ratio, and then on top of that, Mac Jones got the win. So he outplayed Tom Brady in this ball game when you look at it. And the win just seals it over the top. So other than that, where Brady beat him in, it's only been by a couple of yards or so. So the biggest stat is the win, and then when you look at touchdown interception ratio, and Mac Jones has gotten that with the passing rating. Yeah. Which quarterback brings a win? Mac Jones. Look at here. My, 15 carries for 103. He's done his job, almost 7 yards a pop. He stood out, just didn't get enough carries. He should have got a lot more carries running the average like that. And everybody else just fell in line for 52, 28. But, you know, their opportunities were limited as well, even though they were running 4 yards a pop. These receivers, look at Mike Evans. My goodness. 14 catches for almost $150. Just one short of $150. No drops. Those are keys. No drops. The only guy that got over 100 yards in passing is the tight end, the big guy, Hunter Henry. He got 112. He has no drops as well. So those two guys played huge for their teams. Got a little blocking in there. A little defense. Look at Hightower. You don't think he made plays in this game? 17 total, 12 solo, with 5 assists. Look at the other guy, Devin White. He's even better, 11. You know, he kind of evened it out. 11 solo with 10 assists. I mean, he was in a mix. It's unbelievable. Look at this guy. 10. I mean, there was tackles to be had all over this football field, and they got them. Those 3 guys stood out. And even Jones down here, he's not far away himself. Look at this. There's a cornerback. Oh, yeah. Big plays were made. A little kicking, some punts, kick return, punt return. I don't think too many people are that interested in the kicking game for us on the stat sheet. That's why I kind of fiddle through them. But, hey, y'all let me know y'all like to see that and want me to slow down on it. I will. If you're that interested in it, just let me know. Well, that's it. I mean, a Bucks fall in Foxborough, who would have thought? It's Sunday night football going down like this. My goodness. This is Goodymo Gaming. It's been fun. Love the commentating on it. Just for y'all, I love doing it. Actually, it's my best part of the time for the gameplay, actually. So that's why I say you gotta leave a comment. You gotta give a little dialogue. Let me chop back with you. Let me know what you think. But yeah, that's it. They beat them. All that hoopla and all that hype. We're gonna see. We are gonna see. So just make sure you hit the like button on the way out. Subscribe for sure. Leave a comment, as I've been stating over and over. But this has been fun, and this is Goodymo Gaming, and we out of here. Peace.